first thing that I'm going to do is get white from the makeup, and I'm going to use that as a primer around the eyes. Once you apply the grayscale makeup, you're going to definitely need white around the eyes in order to create the black and white look with your eyeshadow. So it's very important, no matter the skin tone, to just prep the eyes with white makeup. Let's fast forward this process. Next, I went with this gray shade to try to now transition between the white around the eyes and the complexion that I'm going to be creating upon the face. Upon immediately applying this color, I realized that it is not as pigmented as it looks. As a matter of fact, it doesn't actually come off very well at all on darker skin tones. So I just decided to use it as a base so that I could use less of my high quality Marron makeup, which I decided to use later on in the video, as you will see. Also, at this point, because it was much more cakey and harder than I thought it was going to be, I used my sponge by just wetting it a little bit in order to smooth it out. Let's fast forward this process. At this point, I decided to switch to a sponge because I'm now going to be covering a larger surface. So I took some of that same gray and applied it to the skin, and what you will see very quickly is that this gray is more pale and very ashy looking. For darker skin tones, you want to look for a gray that has a warm tone to it, not a cool tone. Cool tones will come out just looking very similar to the white on darker skin tones, so you want to go with a more warmer color. You will see me later on in the video switch to Marron products from their special effects kit, and I will show you the whole palette in this video. Let's fast forward this process. At this point, you can see our model is starting to look more like a zombie than a grayscale look. But don't worry, makeup is very experimental and it always works itself out. When you're doing a complete look like this that changes the color of someone's skin, don't forget to get the ears. You want to do all around the ears and get the inside. Next, I will take my Marron makeup kit and I will use the darkest gray, which you will see here. Almost has a cadet blue kind of tone to it, but it is a warm gray, and I will begin to apply that to the model's face. Once you get your gray color all over your face, you should look something like this. You will still have the white raccoon eyes. Then you want to get a clean sponge and go for the lighter gray. This will give you your contour and highlight. You'll proceed as normal as you do when you're doing your natural makeup or in makeup for a bride. At this stage, I won't completely blend all of the colors together. I want it to mix with the natural oils in the skin, and I'll move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using my Makeup for Cheap palette. Love this palette. See, the M has a lipstick in it. I got this from eBay, and I will leave the link below. All of these are the colors I selected for a neutral palette. I will be using the charcoal gray, the light gray, and the charcoal black. You will not need an eye primer because the white makeup that you laid down as a base will act as an eyeshadow primer. You want to lay the light gray down so that you can have a natural eyeshadow effect. The darker charcoal, or the charcoal black actually, will go towards the edge and act as your smoky eye. And then you want to take the charcoal gray and create your blending color between the three shades. I will just do one eye on camera so that you can see the effect that I'm going for. Now let's move on to the eyebrows. You're going to brush out the eyebrows, and you're going to use the black eyeshadow. And the reason why I'm using an eyeshadow is because I'm actually recreating the eyebrow itself, and I want to create a natural look, still keeping in line with the black and white. Your finished smoky eye will come out looking something like this. Now that the eyeliner on both eyes are complete and false lashes have been applied, I will be putting mascara on the lashes. Now for the most important part. Get your black from your Maron kit and begin contouring. I've asked my model to move her hair out of the way and tuck them behind her ears so that as I'm contouring, it's not going to affect the look or get makeup on their hair. Let's fast forward the rest of this video. I noticed that as I was contouring the nose that some of the gray from the nose actually came off, so I went back and applied it before I completed the look with powder. Now what I'm about to do is get some more of that black shadow, and I'm going to go over the cream that I used from the Maron kit in order to just have a final contouring look, and then I'll blend it out. You want to apply the black shadow to the cheek as a blush since there's no color, and your approach is to make the person look like they're on black and white television. What I'm doing here is I got some of the white makeup and I am applying it to the cheekbones and in the middle of the nose in order to create more of a highlight in the center of the face. Now I'm getting my translucent powder. I actually have a white translucent powder with my kabuki brush, and I am lightly dusting the makeup. The model was starting to get hot and therefore beginning to sweat, and I didn't want it to change the consistency of the gray, so I went on ahead and dusted her and brought a fan closer to her. Now I'm taking that charcoal black with the kabuki brush, and I am slowly contouring underneath the chin in order to try to shadow out the double chin effect. For the lips, I took a navy blue liner to define the lips. Next, I took the black makeup from the Maron kit to fill in the lips as a lipstick. After outlining the corners of the lips, I decided not to fill it in all the way towards the inside. Instead, I went with the white in order to create a gradient lip. The final look should be drastic, just like this. However, we're not done yet. It's time to work on the hair. And don't forget that part, you've got to blend it in to make it look like the skin. After filling it with gray, I went back and went over the part with black eyeshadow. Time to add your accessories. This will also hide some of the skin that you may have missed. Keep the hairstyle simple and elegant to create this old-fashioned look. And there you have it, Grayscale makeup for dark skin. Keep watching for more pictures. If you like this video, please rate and subscribe.